Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Sutlam Varadharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyadvirada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine Krishnadvaipayanam Jasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabjabhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Sanmadhyasya Yataha Anvayat Itaratascha Artheshu Abhignaha Swarat Tene Brahmahridayah Adikavaye Mukhyanti Yat Surayah Tejovari Mrudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatratu Sargo Mrisha Dhamna Sveda Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Dharmaha Prochida Kaitavotra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedhyam Vastavam Atravastu Sivadam Tapatrayon Molanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kimva Parairishvaraha Sadhyo Hrudi Avarudhyatehe Atra Krutibihi Sutrushubihi Takshanat Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Sukamukat Amrita Dravasam Yutam Sibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasikaha Bhuvi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue where we left off in our last session. In Adhyayam 27, we came up to Slokam number 8 in Skandham 3. After going through how the creation comes about, the various constituent aspects, divine aspects that go into creation, Bhagavan tells us that you must move your mind away from creation and look at the Creator, the Kshetrajna. Then in Adhyayam 27, he tells us what are the things that happen in a person who embarks on this journey, the qualifications, the attainments that he has, attaining which then he becomes one with the Kshetrajna, that knowledge. We came up to Slokam 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, talk about the sadhaka, the yogi on this path, how his experiences are, how his mindset is, approaches, how does he look at creation? This is very important because to move from creation to Creator, that is what Bhagavan is describing. And we covered 6, 7, and 8 last time, and today we will take up 9, 10, and 11. But before that, we will just recite 6, 7, and 8 once more. Yamadibihi yoga pataihi abhyasan sriddhayan vitaha mayi bhavena satyena matkatha sravanena cha sarvabhuta samatvena nirvairena aprasangataha brahmacharyena maunena swadharmena baliyasa yadruchya upalabdhena santushtaha mitabhuk munihi Vivikta Saranaha Santaha Maitraha Karunaha Atmavan. So various attributes manifest by themselves from within in this yogi. Karunaha, Maitraha, Santaha, all these things come. Okay? Now we will take up Slokam 9, 10 and 11. Continuing. Sanubandhe cha dehe asmin akurvan asadagraham jnanena drishtatatvena prakrutehe purushasya cha. Slokam number 9. Sa anubandhe cha dehe asmin akurvan asad agraham jnanena drishtatatvena prakrutehe purushasya cha. Sa anubandhe cha dehe asmin dehe sa anubandhe. Now bandham, we know bandham means bondage. Then sa anubandhe means the various bondages that happens because of our body relationships. We call them relations, we call them property ownership, whatever it may be, right? And so those bandhukal, is a colloquial term we use, relative, and relatives not only with other human beings, but the bandham sa anubandhe, the bandham also happens with our bondage to wealth, fame, reputation, power, health, so many things we bind ourselves to, right? So all those things, anubandhe asmin dehe, in this body, while in this body, asadagraham. See, the asat means something that is not true. And agraham means being attracted by. So what is it in this body that I'm attracted by that is really not true? The feeling of I and mine. Okay, ahamkaram, mamakaram. And these are it's asat agraham, grabbed by that, by this untrue, okay, the bodily concept of life, as the Swami Prabhupada says. So, asadagraham, these not being grabbed by the feeling of I and mine, and not being bound by the various relationships and the bondages because of this body, what does he do? Akurvan, that he does not pay attention to these things. He is not bothered with his relationships, I and mine and all that. So he doesn't do those things. Akurvan means not doing. Then, prakrutehe purushasya cha, the whole question in spirituality is Prakriti, Bhagavan and Purusha. Okay? What is the relationship, sir? That's how the inquiry begins, right? So, Prakrutehe Purushasya cha drishta tattvena jnanena. So, this jnana means knowledge. So, he has got some kind of knowledge. What is it? That knowledge says, what is the relationship? What is the real truth in the Prakriti and Purusha and all that, right? He is able to experience that. That comes with clear mind. Because everything is divinity only. That can be seen only with a divine mind. So, Prakritehe Purushasya cha Drishtatattvena Jnanena. So, all these qualities, now he has got, all these things are manifested. Going to Slokam number 10. Vivrita Buddhi Avastha, Nivrita, not Vivrita, it should be Nivrita, or Vivrita is also okay. Buddhi Avasthanaha Duri Bhutani Adarsh Bhutani Bhutanya Darshanaha Upalabhya Atmana Atmanam Chakshusha Arkam Atma Drakhe. Vivritta buddhi avasthanaha duri bhutanya darshanaha upalabhya atmanatmanam chakshusha Arkamatma Drakha. So, Nivritta Buddhi Avasthanaha. Now, very avastha means not colloquially we think avastha means difficulty. Okay, oh my God, why we say in Tamil, yeah, avastha padra. That's why are you big difficulty, right? Why are you undergoing this difficulty? See, avastha also means colloquially, but it also means experiences. We all have three types of experiences: the waking state, so-called waking state, where we move around, then our dream sleep, and also the deep sleep state. So each one is called an avasthai. Okay, Jagrata avasthai, Swapna avasthai, Sushupti avasthai. Okay, so Nivritta, and at these what's happening is our awareness, our consciousness, our experiences in these three states are different. But I'm very much present in all these, but beyond all these experiences. So here, the Nivritta Buddhi Avasthanaha. These three levels of experience, in which our buddhi works. Okay, the Vivekam, the one that is very close to Atma. And that is what Buddhi Avasthanaha means. Nivritta means without that. So Nivritta Buddhi Avasthanaha, freed from those three types of experiences or consciousness. I think we've actually gone beyond that. Beyond the Sushupti stage, there is another, a fourth stage, Turiya it's called, right? And it's got different names and very beautifully described in Upanishads and everywhere else in Bhagavad Gita and all that. So that, when we are on that stage, the one that is witness to all these three states, right? At that stage he is, therefore, Nivritta Buddhi Avasthanaha, Duri Bhutadi Darshanaha. This is very important. Duri means Dura. Dura means distant, very far. But what is it that is very far from the Duri Bhuta Anya Darshanaha? Anya means different. And Duri Bhuta means all the gross things that where we all live in. Right? And beyond that, something different from it and very far from it, that Darshanaha, that experience, that awareness. So he has got that. So this is the Turiya stage. So that's why he is beyond all those three levels of avasthais. So Duri Bhuta Anya Darshanaha Upalabhya, having obtained that, having realized, experienced, becoming aware of that transcendental consciousness, that experience he has got, Upalabhya, having attained Atmana Atmanam. Atmana here means clear mind, clean mind. The Swami says, purify your mind. When your mind is very clear, the whole creation will appear clean, pure. Because nothing but purity. It is the dirt in my mind reflects as dirt around me. Okay? And so when the mind is purified and clear and clean, everything appears in absolute purity. Okay? And they all shine in that effulgence of purity. Okay? And so that Atmana Atmanam, how is this? Chakshusha eva arkam atmadrika. Now this Chakshusha eva is very important. See, when Chakshusha arka eva, let us take that. When I look at the sun in the sky, I immediately see the sun, right? The effulgence. Like that, Atmadrika, he sees, experiences the effulgence of Atma, the self-effulgence. Okay? Like my eyes see the sun outside, the internal eye, he experiences Atmadrika. He sees the Atma. Sees means does not see with the eye. That light, that is an internal, that's a divine vision. Okay? That internal vision that he gets. Okay? Sees that is self-realized. So, Nivritta Buddhi Avasthanaha Duri Bhuta Anya Darshanaha Upalabhya Atmana Atmanam Chakshusha Arkam Atmadrike. Number 11. Muktalingam Sada Bhasam Asati Pratipadyate Sataha Bandhum Asat Chakshuhu Sarvanusyum Advayam. Now, this is where with all these manifestations, Advayam, the one, no, Advayam means not two. What does it mean? See, we all look at it always quantitatively, 1, 2, 3, we all can relate to that. But can I really relate to something that is not even one pujyam, as they say, or purnam, that is beyond the numbers, beyond the quantification of understanding, the quality, right? And that actually there's only one. Even though it appears many, even though the sweetness of the different, as Swami, many examples he gives, many times, the various sweets that you make, whether it is jangri, jalebi, or Mysore pak, or kheer, or paisam, or whatever, it doesn't matter, But the sweetness in all these various appearances, it remains the same. So like that, there is only one entity. That's what Advayam means. Okay, Advayam means not two. It's only one entity, Ekam Sat, that is present. That Pratipadyate, he attains. So that is a verb. After all these so-called attaining these various characteristics, qualifications, or whatever we want to call it, the different things that Bhagavan talks about, with all these things, he attains Advayam Pratipadyate. He attains the oneness. That is the final merger. Now, what does the Slokam say? Okay. Muktalingam. Now, Muktalingam, Mukti, what? Lingam means, see, in Sanskritam there is a word called Upadhi. Upadhi means a container, a vessel, an instrument, like you and I and everything else in this creation is Upadhi. But what does it contain? It contains Bhagavan, right? So there is the embodiment, to call it another way. So Mukta Lingaha means without any embodiment, without any Upadhi. Mukta Lingaha. Asati. Now, this Slokam, let me give you the meaning first, because so that you understand this. There is the whole creation is a reflection of what is in my mind. Nothing but that. We all seen that, talked about it many times. What is it that it is reflecting on? What is it in my mind that, as the Slokam 12, Bhagavan is going to talk about, when I look at the reflection of a wall in a water, right, or a piece of glass, it may be, immediately that reflection tells me the existence of that water or the glass. And then from there, it takes me to the sun, okay, which is the sunshine. My eyesight is exactly given by sun only. So that is how the relationship is. By looking at it, I know it is that my eyesight is seeing this, and the eyesight has come from sun. Like that, within us, there is this ahamkaram. This aham, by all the various things I see in the creation, are only pointing out to the ahamkaram within me. And then the moment the ahamkaram, then from there that points to Bhagavan. Okay, that is a beautiful way Rishi explains it. Very briefly speaking, number 11, let's take it up now. Padarthanga, Muktalingam. Okay, so without any form, without any embodiment. Then there is very beautiful thing. The word that comes next is Sada Bhasam. Okay, Sat Abhasam. Now, the Abhasam means in Abhasama Pesara is one word we use in Tamil, right? Colloquial. No, that is different. See, Abhasam means something that is shining in a big way. That's something that brings forth the shining, so to speak. Okay. Now, when we say Abhasama Pesara means it's talking such loud manner that immediately that becomes so big. So that's meaning over there colloquially. But Abhasam means something that is manifest due to the effulgence. What is it? So, Sat Abhasam. This whole creation is nothing but a reflection of Sat. Sat is truth. Bhagavan, Prema, whatever it is. It is just a reflection as my reflection in a mirror is when I go to the bathroom. That is all. The whole thing is a reflection in my mind. Sat Abhasam. So this entity, this Advayam is Muktalingam. It is formless, but it appears as a reflection in this. And where does it, what is it reflected upon? Asati, in my ahamkaram. Because I separated myself from myself. Now I feel I'm this body, this mind. Because of the ahamkaram, this whole the Bhagavan reflects in this ahamkaram only as creation, as we saw also in the previous adhyaya. So then Pratipadhyate will come with, at the end, that's a verb, Sataha Bandhum. Bandhum means bondage, connection. Sataha Bandhum. This ahamkaram is a support, is connected to on this whole reflection that appears as creation. The creation is nothing but reflection, and that reflection is supported only by my ahamkaram. Okay, it's caused by my ahamkaram. It's support only material cause. Now, how does it, example Swami gives here, Asat Chakshuhu Sarva Anusyutam Advayam. That's Advayam, Pratipadyate, we will keep it separately. So the example given is Asat Chakshuhu Sarva Anusyutam. This Asat Chakshuhu is very important. I think I am seeing this. There is an effulgence, right? And that feeling is ahamkara. But what is it that makes me feel, and what is it actually seeing through my eyes and speaking through my mouth right now? That entity, okay, that is appearing as asat. The seer sees through the eyes. That entity, asat chakshuhu, because what the eye sees is not right. It is asat only. It sees only the creation, okay, which is asat. Asat chakshuhu sarva anusyutam. If that is the case, the whole creation is an illusion. How is everything is effulgent and everything is reflecting back? Because Bhagavan has entered into everything. The same entity in me, putting it in another way, very simply, it's all Sanskrit word, but the concept is very simple. I am in all and all is in me. Whatever in my mind that my mind creates appears. Simple. Whatever my mind creates, it immediately appears. Because that entity, Bhagavan, is me only. And that enters whatever I have created as a reflection in my mind because of supported by ahamkaram. So this entity, this person who has followed the path that Swami is going to describe, the Bhakti, Jnanam, Vairagyam and all that he spoke about, he's going to talk about it in more detail. And as this yogi progresses And all these various qualities all manifest within himself, right? Whatever he gets, he's very happy, contented with it. He's always peaceful, always loving to everyone. Like that, he has no enemies. Like that, so many things we saw. All those things, with all that manifestations of these so-called qualities, then the Advayam Pratipadyate, Muktalingam Advayam Pratipadyate. Even though he realizes this whole creation is just a reflection of my own ahamkaram. And having realized it, not just understanding it, but realizing it, Muktalingam Advayam Pratipadyate, a formless entity, the prema, okay, which is so Advayam, that's the only one. There is no two. That's the only one that's present everywhere in creation, not the various forms. No. Okay, once he realizes that, Pratipadyate, he attains, merges in that. That is what Kapila Bhagavan says in these 6 slokangas. Okay, and let's go through the 6 slokangas again, 6 through 11. Yamadivihi yoga pataihi abhyasan sraddhayan vitaha mayi bhavena satyena mat katha sravanena cha. So you understand all this. Sarvabhuta samatvena nirvairena aprasangatah brahmacharyena maunena sadharmena baliyasa yadrichaya upalabdena santushtah mitabhuk munihi vivikta sharanah shantah maitrah karunah atmavan sa anubandhe cha dehe asmin akurvan asat agraham jnanena drishta tattvena prakrutehe purushasya cha nivritta buddhi avasthanah duribhuta anya darshanah upalabhya atmana atmanam chakshuseva arkam atmadrika. First it is atmadrika. Okay. Jnatum drashtum pravesishtum cha is what Bhagavan says in the Bhagavad Gita. Exactly what Kapila Bhagavan says, the same thing here. The same one entity. Jnatum drashtum, then pravesishtum. Okay. So muktalingam sat abhasam asati pratipadyate satah bandhum asat chakshuhu sarvanusyum advayam pratipadyate. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santit. Harihi Om.